Additional comments or questions? Councilman Sticker? I reserved some of my comments for just now. Taken a couple of negotiation classes in my life, and I hear that tonight. This isn't going to cost the city anything. We have money for the project. We haven't taken money away from police. We haven't taken money away from roads, but we have, because $3 to $4 million worth of artificial turf is not just landing in midair. It's landing on a long-term development of the city's plan as a whole, including this step and including future steps for a long, long time. It started off with the acquisition of the Sorensen School, surplus by the Councilman Brochet makes a comment about public support. We've had public support all along. Let's skip the vote that we took where it failed to buy the Sorensen School. We spent $2 million on the Sorensen School, then we decided, well, we need to fix it up to make it a recreation center. Part of that land is where the old school sits as well. Another 900. It's the heart of the city, they call it, the community center. If it was just the fields, no. So actually we're up to, depending on how you use your numbers, add another 3.7 to that. If you took away the King County funds, you had another 2.7 million. This is where it's come from. This is before the expenditures tonight. Just the money I talked to earlier. The 15.2 million to get to where we are today is the whole complex. $1.3 million of that came from general fund. You saw that presentation. The majority of this money has come out of REAP and the general fund. The Carroll Edwards Center, the old Carroll Edwards Center. It's not used very much. This will pass tonight. 3 elected officials are going to vote yay. Appointed official, that City and Council Member Ross can see, he's our elected official.
Anybody who's interested tonight, whether they're appointed or elected, are equal footing.
Point of order, Mr. Mayor. Unnecessary comments are not a reason for point of orders.
I would like to ask that we maintain decorum, that we're not making references that are not to the issue, not to the question. Can we please proceed?
I would. If Councilmember Roskin had been sitting here, he's been elected to that seat, we would not be continuing with this. That's a matter of fact. I'm not making a personal attack on anybody. We have an appointed official that is going to vote for it. Take a guess at that. But I just want to make it clear to everybody. It's not a magic field. It's not all being paid by other folks. There's millions and millions and millions of dollars poured into this facility. It's just not being discussed tonight, except for just now when I brought it up. And Mr. Brochet made a comment that some of us only want police and roads. That's not true. I love my son, but I'm not putting a pool in my backyard. But he did go away to camp this year. That's all I had to say. I just want to make sure everybody's clear on what we're really doing down here at City Hall. And I'll move on to the next council member. Thank you.
Yeah, here to take this opportunity. construction contract for the sports fields project, Barton Construction, consulting fee.
Mr. Mayor, point of order. Can we have a ruling on a call for the question?
Point of order addressed to the chair. If there was no comment and no one was asking to speak, it would seem entirely appropriate to move to the question.
Mr. Mayor, would you please very clearly enunciate and detail the process for call of question?
We have not voted on calling for the vote.
Well,
There's no reason to call. You don't need to vote to call it.
No,
We have to have a majority to call for the vote if other people still want to speak.
If there are members that would like to speak, please take advantage of the opportunity. I want everyone to have a turn to speak, but if you're not going, then we'll just call for the vote.
I appreciate that, and I would like an opportunity to speak. I believe, just procedurally, I'm not sure that you acknowledged Mr. Burchett when you called the question. I believe he has to request to speak first, and then you have to acknowledge his desire to speak, and then he can move the question. So that's the clarification I was looking for.
The question was called and it was recognized by the chair. Mr. Glickman, if you would like to speak, please do.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. May I have my slide, please? So the slide you're looking at is from the Office of Management, Budget and Treasury Department, and it shows the decline in federal tax receipts, both individual, which is the red line, and corporate tax receipts, which is the blue line. And if you look at the top of the explanation,
Actually, excuse me, point of order, Mr. Mayor. We're talking about a bid for city fields, not federal tax revenue. Now, Mr. Glickman has called point of order on me before when I was actually speaking to the motion. Please speak to the motion as opposed to federal tax returns.
Mr. Glickman, I trust you're going to quickly tie this in to the motion on the floor.
yes, indeed. Absolutely.
Please do it quickly.
So what you'll see here is that the legend says it's on pace to post the biggest single-year decline since the Great Depression. In other words, you're looking at a trend here. This is not bottomed out. This is the direction simply of tax revenue. This tax revenue decline not only is true for federal budget, federal revenue, it's true for state revenue, it's true for King County revenue, and it's true for city Woodinville revenue. They're all following roughly the same decline. The first part of this point is about unfunded mandates. If we take revenue out of our budgets right now, what we're going to be dealing with are unfunded mandates from the state and the county, which are going to demand our use of monies in ways that we have not even imagined yet. We don't know how many different services we're going to lose from King County. They're $100 million in the red right now. The state is, I believe, $5 billion in the red. And we're going to continue to lose these services. We've talked about unfunded mandates up here before. And we're about to see a whole slew more of them. So we need to be prepared for this. Now, I've heard the statement this evening about doing the right thing. And I believe strongly in doing the right thing.